take you for a ride. I had a premonition that we fell into a rhythm where the music don't stop for life. Glitter in the sky, glitter in my eyes, shining just the way you like. If you're feeling like you need a little bit of company, you met me at the perfect time. You want me, I want you, baby. My sugar boo, I'm levitating. The Milky Way, we're renegading. Yeah, 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 yeah. I got you, moonlight, you're my starlight. I need you all night. Come on, dance with me. I'm levitating. You, moonlight, you're my starlight. I need you all night. Come on, dance with me. I'm levitating. You believe that you're for me. I'm feeling our energy. I see it's written in the stars. You know whatever, so let's do it now or never, baby. Nothing's ever too far. Glitter in the sky, glitter in the eyes, shining just the way we are. I feel like we're together every time we get together, but we're still lost on Mars. You want me, I want you, baby. My sugar boo, I'm levitating. The Milky Way, we're renegading. Yeah, 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 yeah. I got you, moonlight, you're my starlight. I need you all night. Come on, dance with me. I'm levitating. You, moonlight, you're my starlight. I need you all night. Come on, dance with me. I'm levitating. You can fly away with me tonight. You can fly away with me tonight. Baby, let me take you for a ride. Yeah, 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 yeah. You can fly away with me tonight. You can fly away with me tonight. Baby, let me take you for a ride. Yeah, 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 yeah. My love is like a rocket, watch it blast off. And I'm feeling so electric, that's what I'm soft. And even if I wanted to, I can't stop. My love is like a rocket, watch it blast off. And I'm feeling so electric, that's my arse off. And even if I wanted to, I can't stop. You want me, I want you, baby. My sugar boo, I'm levitating. The Milky Way, we're renegading. I got you.
Morning, fam. Listen, we're gonna get this thing started in about 2 minutes. I just want to go get some more coffee as I've been up for a couple hours. Bear with me. Just gonna make some coffee real quick, and we'll be back to see if we can make some money in these markets. So, BRB.
You can fly away with me tonight. Baby, let me take you for a ride. Yeah, 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 yeah. You can fly away with me tonight. You can fly away with me tonight. Baby, let me take you for a ride. Yeah, 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 yeah. I got you, moonlight, you're my starlight. I need you all night. Come on, dance with me. I'm levitating. You, moonlight, you're my starlight. I need you all night. Come on, dance with me. I'm levitating.
Paso muchas noches pensándote, yo no sé ni cómo ni cuándo fue, pero solo sé que yo recordé cómo te lo hacía y aquella vez. Si yo no puedo seguir solo, pero sé que te boté, de mi vida te boté, y te boté, te di banda y te solté, yo te solté, al carajo usted se fue, de mi vida te boté, yo te boté, te boté.
All right. Good morning. All right. Take a look at these markets, man. Oh, I should have set another scene here. Give me a second to get this text out of our way. Alright, let's see what we got in chat. Good morning, good morning. Let's see, we got a bunch of you guys here. My account is not blown today. Don't worry, we'll definitely blow some accounts. That's goal number one. Actually, I got some fresh accounts today for us to blow. Funding Ticks is running 50% off, guys. Code SCAG is very much appreciated, but whatever code they have at the top of their website also works. So I grabbed some more of those, and I also, finally, because I have too many goddamn accounts here across too many prop firms, we're gonna start to use Trade Sync or Trade Syncer, whatever it's called, as well. So I set that up this morning, which is exciting. Super easy. Came with a lot of warnings, so hopefully it never breaks on me. But yeah, let me get logged. Alright, my follow account should be this one. See, we're down $5 here. So yeah, I grabbed some more allocation over at Funding Ticks. I love myself with the discounts. Alright, we'll see if we can't blow these accounts today, man. Actually, on the, what's it called? I mean, they're doing 50% off all the accounts. Funding Ticks is the firm. There's only really like 3 firms that I would recommend, and that's like My Funded Futures, Funding Ticks, and of course Top Step, which, as you guys know, is my primary firm. Anyway, let's see if we can get involved in some trades. I am a pretty sad man because I already know that these indices have been called for buys. I know NQ was called as a buy in the 3-minute here. In a pretty good location too. I mean, we're taking some of the overnight lows, taking out a lone candle. I mean, it's got everything you could ask for here. Unfortunately, we're not in it, so it doesn't really help us. But I do like this as a continuation. Whether or not these pre-market lows will hold after the open is kind of the game I want to play. Again, I'm greedy as shit, so I would love it if the market did something like we popped above this and then came back for pre-market and then went up. Because I'm super greedy and I want to trade below pre-market if we can. I don't think we'll be able to get that, so we'll see what the market delivers us. But yeah, kind of salty we're not in this. I will say the Dow is kind of lagging, and I think it does have some 5-minute prints here. I don't like the Dow though, but again, this is like also a clean setup. Again, taking the overnight lows, wiping the lone candle, printing the absorption right there. I mean, it's got everything on it. I just dislike the Dow. So yeah, again, I'm pretty bullish. Any index for that matter. I mean, we could. There are cases for it to sell off. Here's my thing with it selling off. If it wanted to sell off, it would have continued to do that after the earnings run down yesterday. Which also I don't understand. NVIDIA earnings came out better. They beat estimates as far as I'm concerned. I didn't look into projections. Maybe those weren't as hot. I don't really care. Either way, this market sort of wasn't able to accomplish anything. Again, I want to stay by side. What's up, man? What do you want? Lay down. Lay down. You have everything you need to survive. All the loves to me. Hey, lay right there. Oh, the thing to connect the account, I think it's, hold on, let me get the actual URL. It's called like Trade Sync or Trade Syncer. I don't know if it's yeah, Trade Syncer. There's a few of these out there. I don't know if this is the best one. It's like $50 a month. I signed up for the free trial just to see how it works. Ideally, I'd like to find one that has better pricing, because I really don't want to. I mean, I don't really care about spending extra $100 a month, but I don't know, the pricing just seems pretty extensive for what you get. I don't know. If I built it, I would probably charge like $29. There's no way it's that intense. So, can I turn the back for? Yeah, we could turn it down a little bit more. Actually, hold on one second. Let me turn it down on my side. There we go. That should be like a lot lower now. Alright, let's take a quick look at gold. Gold was just such a good buy yesterday. We were looking at this yesterday, buys from these areas. Fortunately, this never printed anything for me to partake in it. We traded ES yesterday, which was a solid trade anyway into the end of the day. I can't be too mad about it. At this point, this is just going to targets. I mean, you might run into a little bit of supply here, but I'm not really interested in selling this. Yeah, if something had printed down here, this correction that we just had, like early pre-market here, maybe I would have taken something. This is just not in an area that I want to play from. Again, maybe you meet some supply up here that does sell it down to take some of like this. But I'm not interested in playing that. Again, if it prints in real time and it looks better and we're not in anything, I can maybe be tempted into like a test position, but I'm going to just leave that alone. We'll see if NQ and friends give us a setup soon. Oil, we'll take a quick glance at oil just to see what she's doing. We had 8:30 data. What popped off at 8:30 today? Obelisk Plains, GDP, PCE. Okay, let me just quick headline check before we open here. My bad. I know I'm late on the headline check. I doubt there's much. The only breaking headline this morning is that Nvidia is in talks with the Nvidia in talks with us to sell Blackwell AI chip to China. Talks with us. In talks with, okay, it means US. Did not write it that way though. Alright, cool. So Nvidia may be getting some more business over there to China, or well, getting more business anyway from China. If they could sell that Blackwell chip. Says he's open to giving the US government a cut of those sales. How does everybody feel? Like, chat, like, talk to me. How do you guys feel about, like, these, like, the government having ownership, like, 10% ownership of Intel, the government getting, like, revenue cut on certain, like, sales to China? How do you guys feel about that? It's essentially, I'll call it a tax in a way, no? More or less? Like a different type of tax. So I guess if you felt like these corporations weren't paying their fair share in taxes, this is sort of an equalizer. But I'm still mixed feelings on it personally. Like, I'm happy that we're like bringing in the money because again we have a crazy debt problem, but can't say I'm super ecstatic about setting this, like, this precedent, honestly. From Europe, bro, so I don't really care. Well, that's a really stupid mindset to have because I still care about things that are going on in Europe and I'm in America, so I like that makes no sense. Especially if you're trading. If you're trading and you're trading US markets, like, these are things you need to care about. Unless you're just a candlestick lover. In which case, you're only gonna ever get so far in your skill set because you're just neglecting other things. So, not really something that, like, you shouldn't just completely ignore. It's a weird logic. It's a weird logic. Like saying my neighbor got robbed, but it wasn't me, so I don't care. Like, I mean, you might care enough to maybe lock your door, like, right? Like, you know, the things that one country does might affect what goes on in Europe, right? We might set a precedence here, and Europe might look at that and be like, oh, you know what's a great idea? Let's copy that. And then you're gonna be like, whoa, whoa, whoa! You know, now I have some opinions. So come on, man, that's not a good way to look at shit. If that's the logic you're gonna have, never tell anybody in America about any problems you have, because I'm gonna hit you with the same thing, man. Europe is always I mean, fair enough. Europe's got its own problems for sure. Again, you're trading global financial markets. Like don't ignore anything. Your job is to predict the future, man. Or just sweeping previous week high. Yeah, again though, this doesn't really do anything for us though. By the way, it's not sweeping previous week high would be the last week, by the way. This is just sweeping the previous week high. Which, again, that might tell you something as a trader. To me, it doesn't really tell me anything. In terms of like action, like it's like actionable things. That's not like a thing I can think actionable for. It is good to know. Welcome to the age of the rise of centralization. That's what I'm saying, bro. I don't like that. I know we talk about it, bro. I know we talk about it, but what we're doing with corporations just seems like a lot like what China does, right? China has a hand in everything over there, and that might it starts with revenue, and then it extends to power, right? So again, I don't know. I just think it sets a dangerous precedent. Not for now, but I'm worried how it affects 10, 20 years down the road. Alright, we're getting some alerts here. Oh, nice. These are dumping at the open? Let's go. Fantastic. Oh, NQ's bumping, of course. Man, come on, NQ. This is like not. I'm so annoyed I missed this little 3-minute buy this morning was just like the best setup we could have got. Still London trade. Yeah, not much I can do with this candle. I'll be honest with you. Morning, 10Z. I would really rather not trade the Dow, but we'll give this some time. If it does form like a little accumulation down here and print something, again, just to run these newer accounts, I might be willing to stab. But with the way ES and NQ are moving, I'd rather just give this some time and figure some stuff out. Gold, no real reaction from the open. Oil falling down a little bit, nothing crazy. This thing way overperformed TP2 as well. So would have been. I'm telling you, this would have been a nice hold. This was like the trade of the day. It's gonna be hard for me to execute outside of this, but we'll sit here. Yeah, we're gonna see what becomes of this stuff, man. The more I look at this, the more it might just become a no trade day for me. I'd really rather not sell this since we failed the sell off yesterday with more effort. I mean, this would have to print something like literally right now. If this continues any higher, this is just it's not gonna sell off. Not without at least some Trump assistance or unforeseen headlines. ES looks a little bit better. This hasn't really broken out. Dow just uninterests me entirely, so we'll keep an eye on this because again, these are just the open candles, but would really have to hold here if this starts to get back below some of these old pricings, these old highs. The US puts GDP data on the blockchain in Trump crypto push. Did we really? On what blockchain? Is this something that I missed? When did we start doing this? It's the first time we do this? I'm trying to use, hold on. I'm trying to get Gemini to give me a source. Of course it puts me on my wrong account. XR, we put it on XRP? Oh, Jesus. That's a joke, right? Nah, hold on now. That's gotta be a joke, right? 2-minute OB. I really don't use a 2-minute time frame, but what's this called? This on NQ? Does it even work on NQ? 2 minutes? I don't even. This is like not programmed to work on this time frame. Does your indicator work on this time frame? Maybe it does. It did just miss volume though. Maybe okay. The micros called it. Yeah, I mean if that's up your alley, man, have fun. I don't use this time frame, so I'm gonna not play this. But yeah, that's up your alley. Yeah, please tell me the XRP thing was a fucking joke, right? Like anywhere else. Hold on here. The U.S. Department of Commerce has announced a groundbreaking initiative to push key economic data, including the nation's GDP, on the blockchain. The move, unveiled by Howard Lutnick on Tuesday, August 26th. Okay, so this was 2 days. I don't know how I missed this. What fucking blockchain? Why does this not tell me what blockchain? Okay. What blockchain did they go with? can only imagine it's Ethereum since the Trump, what's their thing called? World Liberty Financial? Something like that. I know they hold a bunch of Ethereum. No specific blockchain announced. What do you mean no specific? Dude, they publish the data. Still ironing out the details. As of Thursday, August 28th, no official statements. Oh, that's crazy. Okay. Well, I got a headline saying we put it out 7 minutes ago.
The kisses of the sun were sweet, I didn't blink, I let it in my eyes like an exotic drink.
It's interesting. Okay, so I mean they didn't disclose this, which I find interesting. I mean, we published the data, so I mean the data's out there technically. Do we think ChatGPT could find it? If we task ChatGPT, she can go find it. Let's see. Let's see. We'll use agent mode. Give it the headline. Find which blockchain this data was published on. Alright, there we go. Deploy AI. Market's still doing nothing. ES did erase some of that initial pump. Also calling some absorption on the micro. Dow is still falling. Gold doing nothing. Yeah, I'm still sitting on my hands here, guys. Waiting for this to become a little bit more clear which way we can trade here. I'm just here for the music? Yeah, we always got good music. Let's turn it up a little bit while blockchain does its... AI does its thing. Here to dream about the... Yeah, it's still in the works.
Baby, can't you see I'm calling? A guy like you should wear a warning. It's dangerous, I'm falling. There's no escape, I can't wait. I need a hit, baby, give me it. It's dangerous, I'm loving it.
Yeah, this mix is like, it's more of like a mashup, so it switches every like 30 seconds. Don't get fooled by... I still cannot find where they publish this data, on what blockchain they publish this data. NQ still pushing, ES doing nothing. Don't worry, guys. We got our alerts on if anything prints. Welcome to the boring part of trading, though. I'm watching AI struggle with solving a captcha right now. ran into a caption. It was like, yeah, I can't do that. It's like one of those click and drag ones. I've seen it bypass other ones. This one, it's struggling with the little like puzzle piece one. If this ES ends up printing on the 5-minute too, I might end up entertaining it. I'll put a little bit of risk. Again, I'm on like these fresh funding tick challenge accounts from the sale today, so I don't mind putting a little bit of risk. Something like this. I just don't think we get this type of day. The RR on this is gonna be worth it. We maybe get. I don't even know. We might get under this low. If we pick up some volatility, we could. It would be nice. It would be nice to fill this stupid with. I would love to fill this with eventually, but I don't know if that's the type of day we're gonna get. Hold on, we got some prints. Yeah, those 5 minutes I was just talking about. Let's just see what our risk is here. Now it's gonna take me too long to set up a stupid. This is why I hate risk. No. 5. Alright, we're just gonna try this, see if it works. It's such a late entry, it's so trash because I had the wrong contract open. Oh well, we'll see what works. Again, I don't really see anything else printing. I mean, NQ is probably not gonna print off that candle, so this is the shitty entry that we have here. Maybe I could scale in if it comes back up to get a better entry, but I doubt that. Alright, let's just make sure this also copied over. It copy over. Hey, look at that. Nice. Alright. Remember, we gotta just stay on this one account. Again, I don't really. This is like not a A+ setup for me. It's alright. So whether if you guys are, your risk is your own if you're following me into this. But yeah, I am just following the indicator here. AI still cannot find out where the US government published the GDP data. Just trying everything it can. Alright, what was that alert there? I wouldn't care about that. Isn't it funny that a robot dictates a caption to make sure a robot... I mean... yeah. By the way, we call them clankers around here, which is a future derogatory term for robot. So like in like 20 years, you know, your kid or your kid's kid might be racist for calling robots clankers. So I'm gonna be in the I'm gonna be part of the cancelable people in 20 years for calling all my AI agents clankers. Yeah, with the hard R and everything. Yeah, fuck them robots, man. Nah, I want all the smoke with AI. I want all the future smoke. It's the only way we can make sure we programmed AI right? If AI doesn't get mad at me for stuff like that, then we just didn't program it right, man. I don't want some soft AI. If I offend the AI, I want it to, you know, inconvenience my hour, maybe. little fun in your life, you know. I really can't believe the US government published official US data somewhere and then just didn't disclose where they did that. So that's just crazy to me. It also feels like, I don't know. He was a little unconstitutional in a way. In a way. I also get it, because I guess, like, they don't want to... Because, like, I guess by also saying where they released it, they're also kind of, like officially endorsing a blockchain by doing this. Which, as we degenerates know, is probably going to impact, price. Probably something stupid like chain link, if I had to guess. Our trade's somewhat working again. Our entry is shit, so we have 13 ticks, because I had to change the contract and it got away from me. That's the reality of trading though, like the indicators and stuff on the chart are always gonna print like that perfect, oh, the candle closed, this is where you get in. This is the reality, right? The reality is you don't get to your phone fast enough. The reality is you're getting your dog water, you're packing your kids lunch, and your entry is just, you know, sometimes not the same. So it is what it is. I would have liked to get like 7 or 8 contracts on this, but we have what we have here, so. Also in a situation like this, unfortunately, if it does hit the break-even level, again, I'll probably end up putting my stop at where the entry is, because that, again, it's gonna, all the logic is gonna be based off of that, so. In this case, again, like I'll end up like risking like $30, $40. Again, that's just, again, the cost of being late. Again, you could always go break even if the trade's moved enough and you like it. Again, like, if it makes a nice move below this, I probably will end up going break even, but let's just throw that out there. I'm actually gonna just move this now, because if this comes back, again, I probably don't want to be in it. We're already breaking structure and stuff, so reducing the stop, not a terrible idea. Let me just see what my actual risk on this is now. Yeah, like $68. Alright, yeah, it's not bad. Alright, let's just also make sure this copied over, because I'm testing this and I'm really make sure this is working, so that's good. Yeah, once I make sure this trade sync thing works, I'm gonna slowly integrate some of my other accounts. So we'll use the well, the Top Step accounts I'm kind of scared to add. I'm not gonna lie, they do have Project X, but you get like a big warning with it, because the way it works is apparently different with like the stop orders. So I'm gonna do some testing probably off stream and just like, you know, one micro, see how it works, and if it looks good, we'll bring over the 4 Top Step fundeds as well. We'll be copying across like 9 accounts if we add everything. So should be fun. As you guys know, the reason I'm concerned about that is I always tell you guys, like, copy trading all your funded accounts at the same time. Usually not recommended, right? I usually recommend a rotation. So if you have 4 accounts, you trade 2 today, the other 2 tomorrow, and then the next day you swap back to the other 2. Helps add some randomness to the already random distributions of wins and losses. So yeah, I'm gonna slowly adopt this to see if it's worth copying across everything. The last thing I want though is like to take a trade over here and it not copy to Top Step, and the stop loss doesn't follow. You end up losing more on Top Step than you do here. I just don't. Like, the first time that happens will be the last time I use software like this. Anyway, yeah, plus 41 ticks. Not a bad trade so far. Yeah, NASDAQ again did fall from here. I mean, there was really nothing you could have played. I know we talked about the 2-minute signal here. I don't use the 2-minute time frame, so this is not, it ever loads. This is not something I probably would have taken, just because I'm unfamiliar with, again, the 2-minute. I just don't have data if this is even functional on this. But yeah, nonetheless, it was there for those that wanted it. I'm not going to take credit for calling it or anything, though. Are we up right now? 231? Okay. When can it be a click of a button to measure the well, you would, I don't know, you would think that this would just be easier. I just wish it was just like the way Top Step was, where I can just... I thought we changed this last time. Did we not? Did we not change the settings last time to... Yeah, I don't know how to get to like the stop loss and TP to show the value, but that's all I would really need. That's just the easiest way for me to do it. It's just like it's just to push the sell button, drag my stop loss, see what the value is, and then add or remove contracts based off of that. I love the way it's displayed on Top Step. I don't know if I can build something that changes it natively here, but if I can, I will do it, because this is just... I just hate the way this is designed. There's too many clicks. You listen to Argy? I don't know who Argy is. So if Argy is somebody who has a song that recently played in this playlist, the answer is they probably got great music, but I don't know who they are. But if I gotta look into them, let me know. I'd be more than happy if it's the same vibe that we got playing right now. Tech house, Afro house, any version of house, techno, trance, whatever you want to classify all of it as. Alright, I think we're hitting some break-even levels here. Yeah, the 3-minute alerts are hitting their break-even levels. So yeah, you know what, let's just go break-even, because that's the YouTube thing to do, right? Go on YouTube, you go and break-even super quick and whatnot. Look at that, fam. We got no risk, ES sells. Again, I'm gonna move my TP down to TP2, because I normally don't even have a TP set, but it sets one automatically, so. But when we get down here, I might scale 1 or 2 off, and then just leave the remaining for TP2. Argy's a techno guy, I think you should hear. Yeah, I'll definitely check it out after stream. If you would like a specific song recommendation too, that always helps. If not, I'll find whatever. Yeah, solid trading so far today. Doesn't look like we're gonna hit the goal. We really need to make like 1,000. But I'll be happy if we can just get to TP1 and get like $500 locked in here or so. Honestly, 700, 800 would be good. This comes back and breaks me even, that's okay too. We lose no money, that's always fun. It's always good. Gold's continuing higher. NQ is just starting to get under some of its pre-market lows. Like I said, I would be interested in buying below pre-market lows. But I'd also rather just get away with holding ES and us filling out these wicks from the news events would be like most ideal. So if NQ could just maybe not form something here and just fall and fill these wicks from the earnings would be, I think, the most fantastic thing. We've already filled the top side on the open, so that's fantastic. We did that on both. This was already filled overnight as well, so I mean, I get we're fulfilling this stupid whipsaw candle on one side. I would love for it to fill on the other as well. Nice. Nvidia's moving down after taking all these highs. Yeah, keep giving me this sell-off today. Should be easy enough. Grade A stock, by the way, for those of you that know. Actually, probably gonna be pulling up test things, but 15-second previews. Alright, we got the 10 a.m. open here. See how 9 a.m. closed. Again, looks pretty good. Again, on the hourly, I like trading in the direction that we're trading. But it is possible we do get hit out at break even on a range bound day. So yeah, we're gonna get real boring here now, fam. Because we're just gonna sit here and watch stuff move. So open up chat, man. You guys have any questions, comments, concerns, things you guys want to take a look at? Could we enter on the retracement? If this pushed back up, I probably wouldn't be looking to get into it. Again, this stuff is meant to be played live on formation. Like, once it begins to move away and hit break-even levels, at that point, you should not be looking to enter the trade. If the trade has already went break-even, and you're not in it, that's it. You gotta just move on to the next setup. Yeah, like in a case like this, if this does pull back and like breaks me even, again, like, could you take it? Yeah, you could. There's nothing stopping you. Should you? I wouldn't recommend it. The only thing I would maybe do, because I'm on like a challenge account, or if I was like really aggressively trading with profits already, this is the 10 a.m. candle. If this does like push back and retrace some, and then it comes back and begins to push back under the 10 a.m. candle, I might try to sneak in like another contract or two. It'll mess up the average price, but I'll keep the break even. So it's like, again, if we do something like this, and then we push down to here, like, I might, as we kind of begin to erase this, like, add a contract, 2 contracts, then, like, that might change my average price to, like, here, but for me, the probability of, if it does something like that, and it does erase the candle, if it does come back up again, then I don't care. Like, I probably would have got broke even anyway. More times than not, me adding more contracts to that and messing up the average price doesn't affect much. However, in this case, too, our entry is not where it should be, so probably not the trade to do that with, but again, if I can milk this for as much as I can on a day with a challenge, then that's what I'll try to do. Alright, let me just see real quick what those alerts were. Yeah, see, now this is printing alerts to the buy side. It might end up breaking even on these. I'm not going to reverse my position. EQ didn't print anything. So this might still end up doing exactly what I wanted, in which case you take out the pre-market low. It's a real shame that these didn't form. Live OBs. Yeah, I'm not gonna fight it. If this ends up breaking me even, I'm probably just end up done for the day unless something sets up closer to like 1 o'clock. So I'm not gonna reverse the position because something printed. Alright, we're gonna give this like 10-20-ish. And see if it either breaks us even or continues, and based off that, we'll set a plan for the day. Then we will go enjoy our days, and I can go, load up the flankers to do some more work. We're gonna catch the break even on this. Sad day. I wonder if it still holds the actual alert. This is only $65 a risk, so I'm actually gonna just put this back here. I'll follow what I said originally, where it's like, if your entry is not as good, just use this. And that might be a mistake, I might lose the $65, but again, $65 is not a lot of risk on a position. It's actually 20% of what I would normally risk, so... I just want to follow the code for what it is, even though I still think it's going to hit break even. It's still going to hit that level. Ah, yeah, this is just not looking great. I kind of really wish NQ did print something down here. This is breaking my heart a little bit, because I would have reversed it for NQ. This said printed a live OB. Let's see if the CFDs printed it. Nah, they didn't either. Alright, I'm just gonna try to justify missing it, but... yeah, if these end up making new highs, I'm gonna be very, very, very upset about this. Again, I love to play below the pre-market lows. Ah, this would have been a fantastic POI for something to form. Can't even force it with the 1 minute. Sad, sad, sad. Hoping these move down just so less so to make money, more so because I don't want to be sad about missing this. Damn, ES is now printing 5 minutes. Oh, dude. Yeah, I'm gonna still eat those $65 losses. Could just exit now and take 81 bucks, but I'd rather lose the 65 motivation. Motivation for tomorrow / next week, just to bring it back. If they end up working, great. I know I made the right decision. But yeah, I'm just gonna let those original trades ride. I still like the swipes from the highs better. Like, I still like trading away from this stuff better. On a technical level, I know fundamentally I'd rather be on the buy side, but I'd rather just trade away from this. I'm okay losing if I'm doing that. And psychologically, I'm not gonna stress over that loss. Again, I always ask myself one question, right? When I'm in this position here, where it's like, again, I'm short ES. There's signals on both ways. My model is showing both ways. I always ask myself one simple question. Of the options, which will I regret least? For me today, that's just to do nothing, leave my trade the way it is. Because that's pretty much a break-even day for me. Like, that's not a real loss, it's a reduced loss. I'll have no regret. But if I take this buy, and it does end up falling over, I will be more annoyed that I got out of this other position. So for me, I'm always just answering that. What will I regret the least? And I follow that path. You can't just look at something and say, "Oh, I would have made more money this way," because that option's always there, and that just leads you down a psychological pathway of being mad or tilting. It's like, you just take the path of least resistance. You'll always be good when you close your charts. Alright fam, listen, I'm not going to make any adjustments to this. This is probably going to break me in a loss for like 65 bucks. So you'll probably see me post that out on X later on today. Pending the actual result of it. But yeah, I'm going to wrap this up because there's nothing else I'm really interested in. I was only really interested in NQ if it printed. It doesn't look like it's going to give me that print. Gold is not really doing anything of interest for me. Oil, again, we've talked about, I only like this on specific days, and that today is not that day. So yeah, we're gonna just, I'm just gonna rock out and let these trades run. I'm gonna go take care of some stuff that I have for the day. I love and appreciate y'all. Remember, funding ticks next 24 hours, 50% off only. Use code SCAG, SCAG. Love and appreciate y'all. I'm out of here. Let me know if y'all need me. Enjoy the music on your way out.